Ciao, I'm Edoardo Grandi and I speak about financing and private credit in sports every Wednesday. And one of the most interesting sports business projects happening right now is being built around the University of Tennessee's Neyland Stadiums. If you don't know Neyland Stadium, it's one of the biggest and most iconic college football stadiums in the United States. And today, developers are turning the area around it into something much, much bigger than a football stadium. And the project is called the Neyland Entertainment District. It's a roughly $280 million mixed-use development next to the stadiums with about 100,000 square feet of entertainment space, restaurants, a 24-story hotel, and residences, rooftop amenities, and private members club. And this week, the developers secured financing to build the project, moving the project closer to actually being built. And this is what I talk about when I speak about financing of assets in sports, because this is where I think that the story is really interesting, because the University of Tennessee is trying to turn the stadium area into a 365-day entertainment destination. So think about a normal college football stadiums where you might have 7 or 8 home football games a year. That's a huge amount of infrastructure that's sitting around when there isn't a game. So the idea here is, what if you could monetize that location every single day, so that instead of people only coming to Neyland for football, they come for restaurants, concerts, events, hotel, nightlife, shopping, and other experiences. And that's where the business model becomes incredibly interesting, because the University of Tennessee is working with developers including Arctos, today KKR Solutions, RVX Ventures, and Magellan Development Group. And Arctos is the majority equity investor in this project, as they were recently acquired by KKR. And the university is also using a long-term ground lease structure. The developers finance, build, own, and operate the entertainment district, while the University of Tennessee receives rent and a share of revenue. The current agreement is structured around a 99-year lease, so the university is getting to turn valuable land around its stadium into a long-term revenue-generating asset without directly financing the entertainment district itself. And this is the bigger lesson, because we're seeing a shift from thinking about a stadium as just a place where game happens to thinking about the stadium as the center of an entire entertainment ecosystem. So the stadium brings the fan, and the surrounding businesses are able to monetize the fans before the game, during the game, and most importantly, when there isn't a game. That's why I think this is a model that is worth watching, because the future sports venues may not be about maximizing revenue for 10 or 20 games, but it's going to be about building an entire destination around the venue and monetizing the other 300 plus days of the year. And that is a much bigger business.